Welcome back. I am joined by a very special guest this morning. I am here with Lori Lynah, the Director of Marketing and Air Service Development for the Savannah-Hilton Head International Airport. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you for having me.
So I want to get into it. I know we're coming up, or rather we are in the busy Easter weekend now, and people are excited to be traveling to see family and to go on spring break trips. Can you talk to me about the airport, how it's doing?
We've been really busy. Actually, it started picking up right after Valentine's Day. You know, peaked a whole lot during St. Patrick's Day, and now, of course, we're really busy already. So it's really been a lot of fun to see everybody back traveling, and you know, it's a great time to be there.
So I know that, when we were coming out of COVID, there's been a lot of conversations that, last spring already we were seeing great numbers as, COVID cases started to clear up. And now this year, I know we're seeing that we're having more record-breaking numbers, even comparing numbers prior to the pandemic. Can you talk to me about that, what that means for our, local economic development, our local tourism economy?
Well, it is very important for that, and we are way above our numbers that we had before COVID. So this year so far, January, February, and March, all record-breaking. We're up around 23% over last year, which was a record as well. So, we feel really confident about where we're going, and we know the trend is going to keep going up. It may not be as big of a record as last year. We're still going to be above, but we're in a really good spot. We're where we should be in terms of the number of flights and the number of seats that we have.
And I know that there's been a lot of exciting announcements recently with new direct flights, new nonstops. Can you talk to me about that and about, the different ways that the airport is expanding?
Well, that's really fun. That's a big part of my job, and I enjoy it. We have added new airlines. We've added Avelo, and we've added Breeze. So we have several new stops, new nonstop flights with those, and it's just really, it gives everybody a lot more opportunity. If they do want to go somewhere, they can get on a plane and go to 31 destinations, different destinations, without having to change planes. That's part of growth, and that's something we expect to keep seeing get better. And we want it to be as easy as possible for everybody to get out there and fly, and that's a fun part of the job. So that really does show that we're growing.
Is there any other exciting projects looking ahead to the future that the airport is working on?
We are. Right now we're undergoing a security checkpoint expansion. You won't be able to see anything until it's really completely done, which will be next year, but it's going to give us a lot more room. As we get busier and busier, we need more security lanes. This is going to give us enough to get through the next few years, and there's going to be room there to expand as we need it too. So that will help the line situation. Everybody gets nervous when they walk up and they see a line that goes back into the square or something, but it moves pretty quickly, but it's definitely going to be more efficient once we get the new checkpoint done. And then after that, we'll be starting a terminal expansion. So yeah, it's exciting stuff, and you can see the progress everywhere you go.
Absolutely. Well, with it being that spring break travel season, what tips do you have for folks who are heading through the airport to really maximize their travel time and have an enjoyable experience?
We say it all the time, the best thing is to get there early and be prepared. That's especially true now. Especially if you're going to be parking at the airport, you do need to allow maybe even an extra 15-20 minutes over what you would have. So, 2.5 hours if you're going to be parking, 2 hours is good if you're not. You may find that that's too early based on the time of day, but it's still better to get there early, and then you don't have to worry and don't have to have that nervous feeling of whether you're going to make it through security and make your flight. So that's what we're recommending during this busy season, which means until next fall. Pretty much that's the way it's going to be until next fall.
Exactly. I know we're always looking forward to such a busy spring and summer travel season.
We expect it. We fully expect it. But we're really lucky that a lot more people who live here and in Hilton Head are traveling themselves. So, it's a two-way street, and that is really fun to see. It's nice to see our parking get busier, and just to know that these are locals who are taking advantage of all the new flights that we have. you know, going on their own vacations, even though we live in vacation land, as I like to tell people. But, you know, of course, the summer will be the busiest time. This is just our ramp up to that period.
Well, wonderful. Thank you so much for your time and for being here with us this morning.
Thank you.